A quiet difference sets certain people apart as they grow older. While many adults begin to struggle with stairs, long walks, or simply getting up from a chair, others continue moving with surprising strength and confidence well into their 70s, 80s, and beyond. Japan has attracted attention for this very reason. It is home to some of the longest living people in the world, and many older adults there remain active, independent, and physically capable far longer than expected. The question is, what helps them maintain that strength when so many others lose it? The answer may be much simpler than most people think, and it starts with the legs. Weak legs are often accepted as a normal part of aging, but many experts now believe that loss of strength is not caused by age alone. In many cases, it is the result of reduced movement, poor balance training, and neglecting the muscles that support everyday activities. This is where Japanese healthy aging practices offer valuable lessons. Hidden within simple daily routines are exercises that help maintain power, stability, and mobility without requiring a gym membership or intense workouts. Today, you will discover 3 exercises that are commonly found in Japanese fitness and healthy aging programs. These movements may look simple at first glance, but each one targets a key area that affects how well you move, how steady you stay on your feet, and how confidently you perform daily tasks. One exercise focuses on building the strength needed for standing, walking, and climbing stairs. Another helps improve balance, a factor that becomes increasingly important with age yet is often overlooked until problems begin. The final exercise strengthens a muscle group that many people rarely think about, even though it plays a major role in walking endurance, stability, and circulation. By the end of this video, you will understand why these exercises have earned a place in healthy aging routines and how they can be performed safely at home. There is another reason to stay with us until the very end. Most people focus only on strength and completely miss one of the biggest factors behind long-term mobility. Many older adults spend years trying harder exercises while overlooking a simple principle that can make a remarkable difference in how the body functions over time. Near the end of this video, we will reveal how these 3 movements work together as a complete system and why consistency often matters far more than intensity. This insight helps explain why some people remain active and independent for decades, while others experience a steady decline in mobility. If staying strong, confident, and active after 60 matters to you, then you are in the right place. Welcome to the channel. We share practical tips, proven exercises, and healthy aging strategies designed to help you enjoy greater strength, balance, and independence for years to come. Before we begin, take a moment to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos. Now let's get started with the first exercise. The first exercise is surprisingly simple, yet it targets one of the most important abilities we rely on every day. It is called the chair squat, sometimes known as the sit-to-stand exercise. At first glance, it may seem too basic to make a real difference. After all, sitting down and standing up are things most people do many times each day without giving them much thought. But that is exactly why this movement matters so much. The ability to rise from a chair safely and comfortably is closely connected to independence. When this ability begins to decline, many other challenges often follow. Walking becomes harder, climbing stairs feels more difficult, getting out of a car takes more effort. Even simple household activities can become frustrating. This is why many healthy aging programs in Japan place a strong focus on movements that strengthen the muscles involved in standing and sitting. One reason the chair squat receives so much attention is that it works several major muscle groups at the same time. As you lower yourself toward a chair and stand back up, the muscles in the front of the thighs, known as the quadriceps, are activated. The muscles around the hips also become engaged. The glutes, which are among the strongest muscles in the body, play a major role as well. These muscles work together to support balance, movement, and posture. When they become weaker, everyday tasks often begin to feel more demanding. When they remain strong, daily life becomes easier and more comfortable. Many people are surprised to learn how quickly leg strength can decline when it is not used regularly. Research has shown that muscle loss tends to accelerate with age. However, the body continues to respond to training even later in life. Older adults can still improve strength, mobility, and function through consistent movement. This is one reason Japanese fitness programs often focus on practical exercises rather than complicated routines. The goal is not to lift the heaviest weight or perform the most advanced workout. The goal is to maintain the ability to move well in everyday life. The chair squat directly supports this goal because it mimics a movement pattern that people use constantly. Every time you stand from a chair, get up from a couch, or rise from a toilet seat, you perform a variation of this movement. Training it regularly helps reinforce the strength and coordination needed for these tasks. It also helps build confidence. Confidence may not sound like a physical benefit, but it plays a major role in how people move. When someone feels uncertain about their balance or strength, they often begin avoiding activities. They walk less. They stay seated longer. They become more cautious. Over time, this reduction in movement can lead to even greater weakness. Performing the chair squat safely is important. Begin by sitting near the front edge of a sturdy chair. Place both feet flat on the floor about shoulder width apart. Lean slightly forward from the hips while keeping the back straight. Push through the feet and stand up in a controlled manner. Once standing, pause briefly before slowly lowering yourself back into the chair. The key word is control. Many people rush through the movement. They drop quickly into the chair or use momentum to stand. While this may seem easier, it reduces the effectiveness of the exercise. Another common mistake is relying too heavily on the hands. Some people automatically push off the armrests or use nearby furniture for assistance. If extra support is needed at first, there is nothing wrong with using it. Safety always comes first. But as strength improves, gradually reducing reliance on the hands can help the legs do more of the work. Another mistake involves poor posture. Looking down, rounding the back, or allowing the knees to collapse inward can place unnecessary stress on the joints. Keeping the chest lifted and the knees aligned with the feet helps maintain better movement mechanics. One reason this exercise remains popular in Japanese senior fitness programs is its accessibility. Nearly everyone has access to a chair. There is no need for special equipment. The movement can also be adjusted to different fitness levels. Someone who is just beginning may perform a few repetitions with plenty of rest. Someone with greater strength may increase repetitions or slow down the movement to create a greater challenge. This flexibility allows people to continue progressing over time. The benefits often extend beyond exercise sessions. Stronger thighs and hips can improve walking ability. Rising from a chair becomes easier. Climbing stairs may feel less demanding. Carrying groceries can become more manageable. Many older adults report feeling more capable during routine daily activities after consistently practicing this movement. Small improvements can accumulate over time and create noticeable changes in quality of life. Another interesting point is that the chair squat trains more than just muscle strength. It also encourages coordination between different parts of the body. Standing up requires the brain, muscles, and joints to work together efficiently. The body must shift weight, stabilize itself, and produce force in a controlled way. Practicing this pattern helps maintain those important connections. This becomes increasingly valuable as people age because movement quality is just as important as movement quantity. Many people focus on exercise only after they notice a problem. They wait until walking feels difficult or standing becomes uncomfortable. But healthy aging approaches often emphasize prevention. Building and maintaining strength before major difficulties appear can make a significant difference later on. This mindset is common in many Japanese wellness practices. Rather than waiting for a problem to develop, the focus is often placed on preserving function through regular, manageable habits. As valuable as strength is, it represents only one piece of the puzzle. Strong muscles can certainly help support mobility, but they do not guarantee stability. A person may have reasonably strong legs and still struggle with balance. This is why many healthy aging programs include exercises specifically designed to improve steadiness and body control. Balance tends to decline gradually with age. The change is often so subtle that people do not notice it at first. They may feel slightly less stable when turning quickly. They may hesitate when stepping over an obstacle. They may find it harder to stand on one foot while putting on a shoe. These small signs can be easy to ignore. However, balance plays a critical role in maintaining independence. It influences how confidently people move through their environment and how effectively they respond to unexpected situations. In Japan, balance training is often viewed as an important part of staying active later in life. Rather than treating balance as a special skill reserved for athletes, many programs encourage simple daily practice. This approach recognizes that balance can be improved and maintained through consistent effort. Like strength, it responds to training. One of the most common balance exercises is the single-leg balance stand. The exercise itself is straightforward, but its effects can be surprisingly powerful. Standing on one leg challenges the body in a way that standing on two legs does not. The stabilizing muscles around the ankles, knees, hips, and core must work together to keep the body upright. Small adjustments occur continuously, often without conscious awareness. These adjustments help train the body's ability to maintain stability. At first, standing on one leg may feel much harder than expected. Even people who consider themselves active are sometimes surprised by how challenging it can be. This difficulty is not necessarily a sign of weakness. It simply reflects the fact that balance requires a combination of strength, coordination, sensory input, and practice. The good news is that these qualities can improve over time. Getting older does not mean giving up your strength, your mobility, or your independence. One of the biggest lessons we can learn from many active older adults in Japan is that long-term strength is often built through simple daily habits, not extreme workouts. The exercises you discovered today may look basic, but they target some of the most important abilities needed for a healthy and active life after 60. Standing up with confidence, walking with stability, climbing stairs without fear, moving through each day with greater freedom. The truth is that every step you take today is an investment in your future. A few minutes of consistent exercise may not seem like much right now, but over weeks, months, and years, those small efforts can add up to remarkable results. Strong legs help support an active lifestyle, improve balance, and make everyday activities easier and more enjoyable. The key is not perfection. The key is consistency. Start where you are, do what you can, then keep going. Many people wait until they notice weakness before taking action. But those who remain active the longest often begin before major problems appear. They make movement a regular part of life. They understand that maintaining strength is much easier than trying to rebuild it after it has been lost. That simple mindset can make a tremendous difference over time. So here's a question to think about before you leave today. Which of these three exercises are you going to start with first? The chair squat, the single leg balance stand, or the controlled calf raise? Pick one and begin today. Your future self will thank you for it. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest videos on healthy aging, strength, mobility, and staying independent after 60. And if you know a friend, family member, or loved one who could benefit from these exercises, share this video with them. You might help someone stay stronger and more active for years to come. Finally, give this video a like to support the channel and help us continue creating content that makes a real difference. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.